one up. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulls' offense is on the field for the first time today. They got an incredible...
It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll ride Davis here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoffs 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Bulls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. Lots of running room. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Panthers' offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Panthers getting set on first and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Hatchet.
do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Gabe. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Trying play action. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Play number 9 on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him...
Turns on the Jets. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Looking downfield on first down. Dragged over the middle. It's Gabe. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Gabe. On a move to get open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. If you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They're marking at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Bender. A great catch and run for 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got his man quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the catch. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to go up top on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers in this case, the tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bulls will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think I just don't understand defense.
They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't
This is
know.
a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Well, he made the grab, but the Bulls closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep up a bunch of yards and maybe get a
No!
Third down.
Oh! There's 3 yards away and he just spins out and then get...
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make
What
it
do you
easy.
want me to
So you
do
wanna put it
there?
right on their body, make the catch
What
simple,
do you
let
want
them
me to
go
do
work
there?
like they did just there, getting
What
good
could
first.
I have done differently?
Got it in the middle. It's game.
And that's
Like,
what
there's
we're gonna
nothing
keep
I
on
can do
football,
about
because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan.
It's
You
so
gotta get this tight end over the middle of the
aggravating.
field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you
And
just
that's like
saw
every
how
third
dangerous he
down,
is after the
every
catch.
stop for me,
Out of the
basically.
gun. The running back has it. Shoots his way for more. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone.
And now
They
my
knock
best
him
player
down
is
at the
in.
17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be
That is
disappointing
so
for the offense,
frustrating.
guys. You were expecting
Literally
to
have
have a lot
to
of success
stop.
running the ball, especially against this defense,
Have
which
to
has
stop.
struggled so much
They're
this
just like,
season,
nah.
but just nothing doing.
I'm
They
gonna
have not
have
been
this
good enough in the
CPU.
trenches so far.
Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Right down the boulevard. It's good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
Frustrating. Like,
So they were able to put up a three-spot
a third
on
down
that
and
last
9
drive, and now the
screen, I
kickoff
get him
team
on, like,
out there as they
the-
prepare to put boot to
that would
leather.
be the 4th and 4
Here he
range.
comes from inside his own 5. Able to find
And then
enough
he's
room to get
able
it out
to
across the 25. He's brought down
Get
to
out
26.
and
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field.
be able to
Another
get the first
opportunity
down.
here.
I
They had to
don't know
punt
how
it on
to...
their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something. Breaks into the open. And they'll
I don't
move the
exactly know
chains
how
and
to
get it
stop
to the
that.
47-yard line.
Like, how do you...
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job
just need to
containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm with the football and get him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They've got the screen set up. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone.
But the important thing is that no matter what,
the offense is back on the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
let's go.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. Makes the tackle really strong. Disciplined job. And now we have 1 period to play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Good job on this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick. and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts when you're trailing late in the ball game.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
What a great hit by the defender, forcing the incompletion. They knew coming into this game that they were going to try to throw the football to this guy because of his speed. It's game breaking. So everybody on defense always aware of where he's lining up, but these safeties especially and these linebackers are aware. If this dude's coming over the middle of the field, we are going to put a hat on him. We are going to make him feel us, and they did it right there on that play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time it's complete. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Working that left side now. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And it's grabbed for the touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Vols have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here's the handoff. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Much plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.